So in this video, we're going to graph y equals 3 cosine x. We first need to determine its amplitude. And from the previous video, amplitude is this right here, A, the absolute value. So A is 3. So the absolute value of 3 is 3. So the amplitude of this graph is 3. Remember, amplitude goes on the y-axis. So I'm going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Both directions. It's the distance from its axis. Next, I need to find its period. Period is always found by taking 2 pi over b. So 2 pi over this time, b is 1. So my period is still 2 pi. Remember, we have to divide that into fourths. So I'm going to put out here 2 pi. I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to cut it in half again. So we have the same as the previous video. Pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. I'm going to remember that cosine is going to start at its amplitude. Next point I'm going to cross. I'm going to go hit a minimum, come back and cross, and come back up. If you remember when we started doing parent functions right at the beginning of the year, we had 5 critical points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I quickly graphed it. I didn't mess around with XY charts or anything. I knew that cosine was going to start at its amplitude. Next point was going to cross. Next point was going to be minimum. Next point was going to cross. Next point was back to its max. So I have graphed y equals 3 cosine x. And this is what your paper should look like. I should always see the amplitude, and I should always see its period. I know the scaling is not correct. We don't care. We just want to make sure we label our amplitude and we label our period.